Hey, welcome back to today's episode of Talking Shop. I'm Dean from the Workshop Whisperer. This is the original Workshop Whisperer herself, Rachael Evans. And in today's episode of Talking Shop, we're going to be talking about the 4-day work week. Rach.
And the reason for that is because on the day that we're recording this, it is our third day of downtime. Our entire team does a 4-day work week and has done so officially for 7 years now, and I've been doing a 4-day work week for 10. So we introduced the concept of a 4-day work week to the automotive aftermarket in 2020, and it kind of coincided with what was happening in the world with COVID and the pandemic. And it gave many of our engine room and $1 million mechanic boardroom clients the opportunity to reset how they work, how their team works, and ultimately how their shop runs by having them think about the lifestyle that they want to lead. So as the shop owner, you often feel like your personal downtime and your personal preferences about how you want to live life come last. But one of the most powerful things you can ever spend 5 minutes thinking about is that because you own this business, you do get to put the guardrails around your open hours, the days you're open, and how your team operates inside your business. Now, I understand you might be thinking, well, the Workshop Whisperer is a coaching business and you have a bricks and mortar auto repair business. Those two things aren't the same. And on the surface, you'd be correct. And the Workshop Whisperer operates on a very simple model of the 4-day work week, which is 4 days on and 3 days off. The whole team works on that. But in order for this to work for you in auto repair, you can choose one of 5 models that we help our clients implement. And that can be anything from, if you're a small team, doing a simple 4 days on, 3 days off, where you extend your open hours on the 4 days that you're in the shop. Or for larger teams, you might do 2 crews that man. One crew is working Mondays, the other crew works Fridays, and everybody works the days in between. Or you might do rotating days off, so the shop stays open and everyone has a different 3rd day of downtime. But whatever it is that you choose, it's really important to remember that it is your choice. This isn't something you put out to a democratic vote inside your business, because as humans, we are naturally resistant to change. So even though this will be the best thing that has ever happened to your employees, their natural reaction will be to say no to what they don't understand. So the decision is yours to run a trial for 3 months on a 4-day week of some kind. And as I said, we have 5 models that we help our clients implement, and if you're wondering what they are, you can go to our website. We actually created a whole step-by-step online program, which you can have a look at on our website, that helps you go from all of the thinking and things you need to get ready when you're going to do a trial, what you say to the team, what guardrails you put up, where you get team input, etc. Takes you all through the 12 weeks of the trial, and then the things that you might want to do post-trial when you're ready to make it permanent. Even the way you educate your customers on your new working hours. And we haven't just helped hundreds of auto repair shops do this across Australia and New Zealand. It's in the thousands. We've had thousands of downloads on our 4-day workweek book. We've had hundreds of workshops go through the online program, which is only $197. It's a very, very low cost option for something that will actually transform your entire life. And when you come into business, And you're in those first hard years of startup or takeover, or you've been in business for 20 years but you feel like you're not really going anywhere, that's telling you it's the perfect time for you to consider if there's an easier way to make the money you want and an easier way to enjoy life now. Not X amount of years in the future, not after you've missed all those years of your children being young. Right now, you can make the decision to do it now.
And that was the thing about COVID, because of the nature of the world, it gave so many of the people in our programs an opportunity to reset what their working weeks looked like. It was the ideal time. But when COVID kind of became a thing of the recent past, many people decided, business as usual. And I guess just to bring this home, Rach, there's two things we hear most often from our engine room members or boardroom clients who introduce the 4-day work week, is there is a natural pushback from your team. Why? Well, 80% of people on the face of the planet do not like change, and this represents some kind of significant change. They're concerned about the overtime they're not going to work, the money they're not going to be, the money they're not going to make doing those additional hours. But as the owner, you need to decide that this is what's happening, and as Rach said, not put it out to a democratic vote, because in almost 100% of cases, your team will say, oh no, we don't want to try something different. The second thing is that around the 10-week mark, the team start going, oh, this is so good, we are never ever going back, and why did it take so long? And I guess the bonus one here is, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, but my customers won't like this, what we hear more often than anything else is the workshop owner saying that their customers are saying, such a great initiative, I wish my boss would do it. So there really is no reason not to investigate which of the 5 4-day workweek models are right for your auto repair business, because once you've done it, the level of work-life balance, of harmony, of time you get to spend doing more of the things you love. Ultimately, it's 26 long weekends a year. If you're running a pure 4-day work week, there's just so many benefits to doing it, along with the big one, which is usually profitability goes up because everyone's working more effectively for the hours that they're there at the shop.
And absenteeism goes down. So if that's something that you'd like to investigate this year, you don't need to wait for another pandemic to be able to reset your business. You could literally draw a line in your booking diary for where your furthest booking is, furthest out booking, and you could start your 4-day work week trial from there.
And we're going to go and enjoy the rest of our 4-day work week, not enjoying this hill that we're walking up right now. So we need to catch our breath. But we'll see you on the next episode of Talking Shop.